Hello everyone, and welcome back to a cast of the 2024 Season 1 Tooth and Tail Championship Series. This is MelvinFro versus Scav. Game number 1, here we go, let's get into it. Starting in the far east of the map is MelvinFro, our previous tournament champion, definitely top 5 player of all time, probably the favorite to win this match, but here in the top left of the map is Scav playing Hopper. Definitely not a player to slouch on, super strong player, and already going for a mole rush we see is Scav. So the point of a mole rush here is trying to cancel this farm, get a bit of a tempo lead in the early game, or try to snipe the farm if you can. MelvinFro here to see it. Oh, he doesn't go for it actually. Interesting, he probably could have gotten it if he did go for it, but gonna think better of it and go home. And now you see MelvinFro bringing this really classic deck. You know, it's Skunk Falcon. Oh man, it's Badger Owl. This is like MelvinFro's absolute go-to deck. If he doesn't really, I don't know, if you're gonna play MelvinFro, for anyone watching, alright, you probably won't. But if you're gonna play MelvinFro, the first game he plays against you, I guarantee you, 95% of the time he's going to play this exact deck because he just loves this deck. It's got an okay early game, right? He wants to get past that early game. That's definitely the weakest part of the deck. But he's got a great mid game. He can play with that. You know, he's got Falcon Skunk. It's a great combo. And then he's got probably the strongest tier 3 combo in the game right now to finish it out. Scav, on the other hand, bringing also, you know, he's got that Falcon Skunk, same combo, almost the same units, but he's bringing in the Wolf instead. And also moles, you saw him try to use them a little bit earlier, decided against it. Wolf also a fantastic tier 3. We'll probably, might even see it get used this game. This is, oh, Scav expanding here, really. So yeah, Scav gonna take the expansion. I guess this is probably his best mill. When I was looking at this map, I figure Scav doesn't really have an easy mill to take. Because of this weird water and stuff like that. The only reason Scav can really take this is because MelvinFro has this base next to him that's so easy to take, he'll probably just want to take it anyway. And also there's no exit here, so it's going to be hard for lizards to come from here. They're all going to be coming out of this location, so it will probably be easy for Scav to keep an eye on that. Scav adding, he's got these moles here, right? They did receive a nerf from the last season. Excuse me, a little yawn there. They actually have half of their DPS now against units. So they still have their structure crit, you know, they still have that specialty against structures and mills and stuff like that. But they no longer do nearly as much damage to units. So we're not seeing them have nearly the domination they had last season. As well as, well actually that's it. I was going to say there's a couple of the units that got tweaks, but none of them actually getting used in these games right now. So if they come up in the next games, I'll comment on them then. But for now, we're seeing Skunk opening from both players. Scav again adding these moles to his comp. So the thing with the mole warrens is that's unique about only moles and not any other warren is that moles don't regenerate HP and you know the warrens don't regenerate HP, and every unit that comes out of them takes away some HP. So if you ever do need to sell your mole warren, it's never going to sell for 60 food, and it's the only unit slash warren in the game that does that. So when you place them as part of your permanent army comp, you get them, and that's great. But you are going to lose value if you ever decide to sell them. Like you see, he sells it, never used the moles, just lost 10 food, just like that, for essentially nothing. Not the hugest deal, but it can start to add up in specific situations. So both players adding in some falcons here, and you know, we're both sitting on 10, 9 farms, something like, oh, I didn't even see this. Oh man, that's bad spectator here. Melvin with a ninja in the bottom. Wow, very risky ninja with 2 farms on it. Scav super needs to see this, but he hasn't even scouted down here. Oh man, this is so brutal if Scav never sees this. He should be suspecting something, but the problem is he has no idea what to suspect because he can't get a full scout on Melvin's base. He's got such a defendable base spot. These squirrels just killed the commander before they can even get into the base. There's no way Scav will ever be able to scout back here. So there could be a tier 3 back here, there could be multiple tier 2 back here, or what there actually is a ninja down at the bottom of the base, at the bottom of the map, excuse me. And so Scav has really nothing to go on to suspect that he might have something to be worried about. He is putting some pressure onto MelvinFro though. He's trying to stay even in farms. You know, he's doing his best job, but again, he can't know about this ninja unless he either gets a full scout or happens upon it. But he's trying to get some pressure down. He's got these moles. They will be able to take out this mill if he gets a good engagement angle. There's so many squirrels from MelvinFro. This could be really a good spot for these skunks to come in clutch for Scav, he's got this Falcon advantage right now. He's got 4 Falcons to only 2 of Melvin. Third hitting the battlefield now. He's trying to get pre-gas, but really for no purpose. Right, Melvin's got a couple pigeons, and they're healing up stuff, so he's getting pre-gas down, but really with no intention to push. So, here we go. Scav adding a couple more farms, so he's going to get tied up now to MelvinFro. He thinks he's ahead, but he's actually just tying up the farm count at this point in the game. MelvinFro getting a nice deep scout and sees the extra farm, seeing the extra Falcon Warren. And looks like Scav wants to move in. He's got more of an even army now. Oh, but he's not. Melvin's not at base. Oh, he's going to lose this mill for sure. There it goes. And honestly, Scav should just pull back now, I think. He's got the damage he wanted. He's losing everything to the skunk gas. Is he going to be able to sustain this push is the question. I don't think he's going to be able to. I think he's overstanding a little bit here. These Falcons going down for this guy of Scav. And he's forced to pull back. He's losing a lot in this fight. And you can see he's losing so much. Melvin has a bit of a tempo timing here if he can move in if he wants to. No, he's going to go home. He has this ninja mill down here. So he's not out of this game at all. And look, he's got this badger as well in the back that I didn't mention, but has been here this whole time, and now it's paid for. So 45 seconds from now, oh, see, Scav, he knows, right? But he just doesn't know about this mill down here, and so he doesn't have anything to go off of. Scav trying to rebuy his Falcons in time for this badger to get out, which again, he doesn't know about either. He's had no chance to scout back here. He has no idea since like the minute 2 of the game what is in the back of of MelvinFro's base, and that's going to be really the decider of this game. The knowledge that Scav is lacking. Look, he's scouting these mills because he's like, what is MelvinFro doing? You know, he's on his starting 1 farm is what he thinks, but really, again, there's 5 extra farms down here, and so Scav has to be thinking, how is MelvinFro alive? He's really getting suspicious now, and so he's probably going to see it here, I think, because what else could there possibly be, right? Yeah, look, the spider sense is tingling, and he sees it, and he's got to be thinking, oh crap, this is really not good. And now Melvin rallying across the map. He knows that the fight's going to happen here. He needs to defend this base, and Scav needs to take it. This is the fight that's going to happen right now. Oh, Scav, bad angle here. Getting some pre-gas down, and the badger is here. Definitely an advantage in this fight for MelvinFro. He's got the unit that Scav really wants. He's got that brutal tier 3 unit. And he's going to look for an angle here. Some pre-gas, good pre-gas here from Scav. Here comes the fight. Losing some Falcons immediately is MelvinFro. This badger getting Rev, though. Rev badger is so brutal. I think Scav needs to break Rev here if he has any chance. No, he can't. And the badger fully Rev. That is GG. Scav tapping out. That is going up 1-0 for MelvinFro. Alright, let's get into game 2 here. That was a fantastic game, honestly. Great defense there from MelvinFro with a classic fucking ninja in the bottom, which is excellent. MelvinFro in the south here, playing Bellified, and in the far north is Scav playing Hopper. Oh, with a very interesting deck from Scav, bringing Wire, Mine, and Balloon. Wow, so triple defense deck with the ferrets, so definitely looking to siege this map. This is a bit of an all-in strategy, I will say. Because if the map doesn't allow for this, he's got essentially 4 units that are useless, right? Good thing for him, he could definitely make this work. He could take this mill and try to siege Melvin into this one base because he's got no back exits. He could take this mill and try to secure the mills across the map. There's a lot of options here that Scav can do. And he actually has a really good deck, I think, for this map. You know, it's not the perfect deck, or it's not the perfect map for his respective deck, but it's definitely not bad. MelvinFro bringing a very similar deck. He's dropping Owl for the Fox. We didn't even see him get to the Owl or the Fox last game. So we'll see if he makes use of it this game. So Scav has this, you know, he's only got 3 units in this deck. So if this game really goes past the point of like 2 base, it's GG. Oh, Melvin taking this mill, being a little cheeky with some BM. So Scav gonna try to take this base. So it looks like he's gonna take a bit of a forward position up here, and he should be able to deny pretty much every base here for Melvin if he can get these defenses working. It's gonna be a matter of just like one big hold. You know, can Scav get his defenses set up? If he can get them set up, that's probably GG, right? Because he'll force MelvinFro to stay at base. If Melvin takes this mill, he's probably in trouble. I think he might decide to do so, but I think he's going to be regretting that decision. No, he's going to drop more tier 1. Does he smell it again? How does he know? How does he know? There was a mine here for Melvin. He's got this mill in front. Scav not at base to defend it. Oh, and the guy's path past the mine. Melvin here, he might be able to defend this. Let's see. It's not that many squirrels, though. In defense here, needs to be really careful how he takes this. He's waiting for a couple extra squirrels, and Melvin gonna go home, yeah. Good pullback from Melvin there. More squirrels were on the way to defend the base for Scav. Dropping a farm. Wow, so greedy here from Scav. Actually, it's so funny. He's taking this like offensive deck approach, but he's actually gonna use these totally separately. Oh, is he getting? Yeah, he got 20 food there. Not bad. So he's gonna, as I was saying, he's gonna use these defenses not to do an aggressive, like trying to contain, I guess, for the opponent. He's actually gonna use them as defenses to try to get ahead and try to stay ahead. Because Melvin, you know, he's just dropping these skunks now. He's gonna try to make a push happen on. He's got a very ninja skunk here, by the way. He's gonna try to make a push happen onto this forward mill. Fire as well, it looks like. And if Scav just honestly drops a balloon, he's in such a good spot right now. Because balloon with a couple of wire, you know, a little bit of mines. Oh, he's dropping wire. Wire received an HP buff in this last patch. It's got more HP than it used to have, and it can really decimate just tier 1. Especially, well, Melvin does have the pigeons, though. Pretty much a hard counter to wire, if you have enough time, that is. And only a couple wire and a couple mines on the map here for Melvin at the moment. But look, he definitely wants to move out. I know he knew that mine was there, but walked into it on purpose. So yeah, you're using the skunks to take out the wire, just losing a couple HP on the big guys instead of losing any of the small ones. Honestly, Scav wants more wire. He should know this push is coming. You know, he's got a lot of tier 1, but he's not really using his defenses that he has. Oh, and here comes the skunk gas. This is unfortunate. Mine goes off. Kind of going to send MelvinFro in a bit of a loop here. And here comes the fight. The lizard's on top of everything. Is this skunk gas going to get on top of the squirrels? It's not. Wow, this is actually looking really good for Scav. He's going to stay away from that skunk gas with his important, you know, damage DPS squirrels there. And really get on top of everything else with the lizards and send Melvin home. Now, Melvin does have actually 10 farms to Scav's 9, so Scav really needs to make a decision here. I mean, he has his fire, but eventually he needs to make a decision about trying to make a more defensive, greedy play work, or trying to make a more offensive, you know, defense-based play work. And he's kind of really stuck in the middle right now. You know, I'm worried because he's behind on tech. You know, he doesn't have the skunks. He's just on pure tier 1. And he also doesn't have tech to buy, I guess, is another worry. Oh, does he know? He sees the lizard running. I think he knows about it. Yeah, he knows. Oh, one lizard giving away Scav's sneaky play here. Oh, he's going for a split attack. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. A lot of tier 1 in the gas and still running for tiles right now. The lizards take out the skunks, though. The skunks are all down. There's so much tier 1 here for Scav. It goes beautifully. Everything is gone for Melvin. That entire mill goes down, and he has nothing left. This could be it. This Scav going to take it right here. He's still got 15 squirrels in the battlefield. He's on top of Warrens. Tier 1 Warren's going down. If he doesn't win right now, he's going to do easily enough damage to win this game in the long run. Because now he's got the extra mill, and he's taking out Warrens. Wow. So much damage for Scav, and MelvinFro just sent reeling from that. And that's the tap. Yeah, wow. Super well played from Scav there. Bringing us back up 1-1, showing that he's definitely not one to be pushed over. Alright, here we go. Game number 3. Punching back is Scav in the top right here. Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him for a second there. Bringing a very similar attack, dropping the balloon. And MelvinFro in the tippity bottom. Look what I did there. Not the tippity top. Tippity bottom of the map. Is it the biggity bottom? I don't know. How does this work? Anyways, Melvin bringing the same deck. He likes that, obviously. One thing I do worry about with Melvin is kind of an inability to, I guess, switch it up, is one way to put it. You know, one thing about this game is you're picking armies randomly, right? You just pick a new army every time. It could be any of the 24 units or whatever you got, you know, or 20 units, I guess. But Melvin pretty much runs the exact same deck every time. Not to say it's a bad deck, you know, I talked about its merits at the start of this game. But, you know, a little bit of element of surprise can really go a long way in this game. Oh, 5-farm double here from Scav. Melvin seeing it, gonna go home. Will he have time for this? He drops 2 warrens of his own. Scav, this is a corner. No, he'll go for this pig. I think he should get this. Oh, he's gonna go for this pig instead. Is this too far away? Will he get this? Let's see. Squirrel is being produced here. He wants to lock this pig. He might be able to get this. I don't know. This might not work. I think squirrels are here on time. Oh, he gets it though. Actually, nice pick up there for Scav. Well played. He's gonna get it. So for 2 lizards, he gets 1 pig. So 60 food plus the time investment of not having the pig. And look, he's gonna look to stay aggressive with these lizards. Melvin also moving out with his squirrels. Both players looking for sneaky attacks on opposite sides of the map. Melvin actually sees the aggression here. I mean, he knows there's no lizards at base, but he's actually gonna try to put pressure on right now. Is he gonna run home or keep the pressure on? This is so brutal, actually, for Melvin. Or sorry, for Scav. He loses a Warren down here. Oh, but he's on top of everything for MelvinFro. He's gonna go home. Loses most of his units, though. Honestly, I think that went better for... Oh, that went... Wait, this is disaster for Scav. He's out of Warrens. He's out of Warrens. Does Melvin know? He's throwing down aggressive Warrens. He's just gonna move out, put the pressure on. Scav can't... He doesn't have time to replace his Warrens here. Melvin's just gonna keep putting pressure on to pigs. If he finds his Warrens, it's game over. He's going home. He's worried about lizard harass. 1 pig goes down. Again, there's still no units here for Scav to defend with. 3rd pig goes down. 4th pig going down for Scav. And is that game-ending damage? That's the question now. Because Melvin is just going to keep putting on tier 1 Warrens. And Scav is just never going to be able to resupply. He's going to lose his stuff here, and I think that's GG. There we go. The tap from Scav, just like that. You play a deck that's, you know, supposed to keep the game short, and you did exactly that. He kept the game very short. Bit of a missed micro, I think, with some of the lizard control, and very, very tactful move from Melvin to move out early like that. So here we go, game 4. In the bottom right is MelvinFro, and in the far west is Scav, playing Hopper. MelvinFro loving this deck. Hasn't seen a single. He's only seen 1 Badger this whole series, but still kicking that double tier 3 just in case, right? He's got a lucky coin in his pocket just in case he needs to use it, even though he like almost never uses it. And Scav is over here with his Ferret Fox. You know, he's keeping the same deck. Hasn't actually used ferrets, honestly, even though since he's been running this, hasn't really used the wires / mine. He's been using them a little bit, but they're almost unimpactful. I guess there was 1 cool mine hit in one of those games, but honestly, yeah. Fox will be interesting if it ever hits the battlefield. Fox is a decent counter to Badger in theory, right? If you can clean up some of the supporting units, the Badger has no chance against a Fox, obviously. Way too fast for the Badger to catch up. Really nice map here for Melvin. He's got a super easy back expand, super defendable. Oh shoot, you know what? Oh no. I take it all back. This is the worst expand in the game. Alright, and if anyone's watching at home, here's a little game. Figure out why this is like the worst possible thing for MelvinFro. It's because there's this massive fucking hill high ground right here. And Scav's bringing ferrets. So Scav is clapping his little hands right now like, oh my god. Do ferrets reach this far is the question. I don't know if they hit the mill from here, but they definitely hit these farms. Absolutely hit these farms. I'm not sure about the mill. They'd be pretty close, I think. But you definitely are going to have super trouble if you are MelvinFro using this expansion, honestly. Scav not dropping ferrets, though. It's possible he doesn't see this. Like, this is kind of a spectator thing to see, right? Like, it's pretty easy for us to see this pretty abusable high ground here, but it's something different to be in the game, and, you know, you're not really thinking about that kind of stuff all the time. So he's moving in for a bit of a push. He's got the squirrel advantage. There's 5 squirrels here? I don't know. Melvin might be able to defend this. There's 10, 7. He's going for it. Is he just going to focus the pig? Oh, he's losing his commander. Pig goes down. That's at least something, right? He's going to lose his army, but pig goes down. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, I guess. It was not quite an army trade, and he did get a pig, so not the end of the world there for Scav. Dropping a fox just like that. So kind of flipping the script here on MelvinFro, right? Melvin's like, here, let me sit back, play a defensive farm game. It's your time to push into me, make me regret it. And now Scav's going, hey, guess what? Buster Brown, you better come over here and stop me from getting this fox up, because once this fox gets up, it's game over. You know, this fox can hit from the side ground as well, right? That's picking off pigs. It can poke from the front, pick off units 1 by 1. You know, the fox is death by 1,000 needles, so to speak. You know, you're never really killing one thing in you know, just like that, but you're killing one one squirrel every second for the entire game, you just can't keep up with that kind of value. So it's just value, endless value, forever. And that's what the fox is meant to do. And here it is, getting completed. MelvinFro also, by the way, dropped his own fox just now. So he's actually 45 seconds behind on a fox. Wow, wait, this is going to go so well here for Scav. Grabbing a ninja up here, by the way, is Melvin. He loved that ninja from the first game. Wants to go back, run that back, I guess. Scav needs to see this. Did he see it? I think he saw it, right? Yeah, he does. He sees the fox, and now he's really clapping his hands in joy because guess what? He's at least 45 seconds ahead of Melvin's fox, which is going to be a pretty brutal timing. I don't think Melvin's seen the fox. Oh, he does. He knows about the fox. So the question is, does he know how far behind he is with his fox timing? And also, can Scav capitalize with his fox timing? Now, the thing is, MelvinFro has pigeons on his side of the deck as well, which is a super big advantage here when you're playing Fox v Fox. Fox out for Scav, though. I'll shut my mouth for a minute while we see this push happen. Foxes have 25 HP and they do 24 damage, so if they trade shots, and then one can heal up to full HP, or if one's like down by 1 HP, that's a one-shot. But if they're at full health, then it's not. Oh, he's pushing in with the fox. He's just going for a full frontal assault with the fox to support it. This is such an interesting play. He knows doesn't have time really to wait around. And the fox getting really nice picks, but it's not really doing like that engagement damage that you need to do with it. You know, he's got some damage done. It's not bad. But the fox from MelvinFro is going to be here any minute now, and it's going to punch back hard. And again, what I said, it's going to take a long time for this fox to heal to full, and if it's any less HP than full, it's one fox shot to kill it. Whereas MelvinFro has the advantage of being able to heal it up way easier, right? He's got to be so careful now. Look, he's focusing the fox. Oh, and the fox is dead. Just like that. That's all it takes, see? Yeah, that's it. And Scav taps. 3-1 GG's. That's MelvinFro taking the series. Such close games there, honestly. I wonder if that tier 3 had not been a fox, if it had been a boar or a badger instead, it's definitely possible. Scav could have taken that. But unfortunately, I think the Fox v Fox just favored Melvin with the army comps there. Well, GG. Thank you guys all for tuning in. This has been Urban L5. Good night.